guys, John V from PhoneArena here. I am at MWC 2014 Barcelona, Spain. I'm here at Nokia booth. I'm just going to do a quick hands-on look at the new Android open source platform that's running on all the announced Nokia X products that they have. So you have the Nokia X, the X Plus, and the XL. Of course, different price points, different options available to you, but the core experience is going to be the same. It's an interesting and promising venture for Nokia just because they're kind of entering a new territory with Android, with the Android platform, and you kind of see that some of the elements here with the experience. So just turn this off really quick so you can see what the lock screen looks like. Kind of familiar to Windows Phone almost. It kind of blends all three, both platforms, Windows Phone and also Android. So if we swipe here to the right, you can see you get to your home screen. And this is the main portion of the UI, and you can see how nice and fluid. Kind of has the same look, distinctive look of Windows Phone. It's not as dynamic where you see things animating with the tiles here, but it's more static. But nevertheless, you get some functionality in actually personalizing them, so you can actually rearrange the icons. And again, they'll adjust accordingly here. The other neat thing is from top panel down, I believe this is going to be your notifications area too, on top of just being given access to your connectivity features. It's nice to have that just because with Windows Phone, we know that you have to go through the settings just to activate things like the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth connectivity, and even some of the other core connectivity features of the experience. If I swipe over to the left here, you're going to have your fast lane. Now, fast lane is interesting just because it seems like it's their way of their implementation of multitasking. So basically, it aggregates some of the most recently or widely used applications on the device. And in this case here, it's just some of the core applications. You have the calculator. You're going to have just pretty much all the stuff that you used recently. So also with the home screen, there's a universal search, kind of similar to iOS, where you just type in something like an app or a contact. It's going to aggregate all the pertinent contact directly from there. You can see the keyboard. Here's the on-screen keyboard. This guy's powered by a dual-core processor, a Qualcomm chip, from what they say here. It's pretty responsive. Actually, you kind of see that it's a little bit lag there, but then again, it's a pre-production model, and the software, I'm assuming, is not really finalized here. So you have that. If you keep on swiping over, of course, you're going to just cycle between the home screen and the fast lane here. So let's just show you some of the quick core applications. Here's the phone pad dialer. Pretty much your standard fanfare here. People, your messaging. You're going to have your Skype, all the signature Nokia applications, which makes it pretty special. So you're going to get things like Nokia Music, the mixed radio application. You're going to have FM radio, your Nokia Here Maps. So this is what differentiates it from, let's say, your typical Android experience. Just because you're going to get those Nokia signature applications, something you don't get to see on Android smartphones. But at the same time, you're going to be able to sideload Android apps, via the micro SD card slot that's included with the handset, and of course, it uses a file manager system to actually handle all of that. And you're going to have the Nokia Store where you can download additional Android-based applications. So it's really nice and interesting. And you have some of the core Microsoft experiences like Skype on board and several other things. But this is just a quick hands-on look at the new Android open source platform that's running on all of the newly announced Nokia X product line. So it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out, whether or not it's going to appeal to the mass market. But it's sure going to be nice because these devices are pretty inexpensive and affordable. So if you guys want to learn more about the Android open source platform running on Nokia X devices, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com. John V. Thanks for watching.